Well, welcome back to day 4. And hopefully you're going through these day at a time and doing the assignments. For some of you, I know you're probably still on day 1 and you're just racing through these things. And that's okay. If that's how you want to do it, it's fine. If you want to take them one day at a time, that'll work also. So we'll just get ahead with day 1. Day 4. Yesterday's assignment, if you remember, was to send out links to your video to 20 contacts on your hot prospect list, and then to respond to those that opened the video and arrange the 3-way calls. So did you do it? All right, because if you didn't do it, stop now. Go out, go do it. Go send out your video links. Really can't go beyond this because it's really about numbers, and it's about exposing the business and the products to people. And we have a great tool in the Share app to do that. So go ahead and do that and respond to any of those that have responded to your video. As with each day, we do a review about what our objective is, because it's important to keep that in mind, keep it in context. It's a day-by-day instruction, one step at a time, in 25 days to create a habit of success. We start with the Daily Dozen, that you take your own products, the Core Care, the SRQ, the new Cohiba. And boy, last night we found out we got some new products coming here in the fall. We're excited about that. Number 2, read 15 minutes, something positive, something encouraging, something inspirational. You can find that online. You can get with your upline and ask for recommendations, and they will help you figure out what would be good to put in your brain. But what you put in, you get out. So be careful what you feed your mind. Then also listen 30 minutes every day to something positive, to something that is going to also encourage you. And it's easier to listen sometimes to read. Reading, you have to take time out and sit and read. But listening, you can do that on your iPhone. You can do it through your car radio a lot of times, your Bluetooth devices on your computer. You can have it in the background as you're doing your chores at home. There's lots of ways, but you want to be plugged into some positive material. Maybe you're going through training material from Zenoa in our back office, or maybe you're going through some podcasts from TED or whoever, TEDx, or whatever you like to do in terms of listening and reading. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't say reading the Bible. That's a good one. That'll also give you a lot of content that's sound principles. You kind of find out that no matter what principles you read or listen to, they all come from kind of an original source. And so in any case, in just about every major religion has these basic principles that work in life. And so that is usually reflected in what we read and what we listen to, if it's any good. Attend the company or team events. And so if you've got events, I know that Diane and Kitty got a great event happening tonight, and you want to participate in that. If nothing else, just to let them know that you want. Your leaders are looking for the people that want help. And a good indication is when they see that you're on all the calls and at the events, whatnot. As a matter of fact, I had somebody send me a message today. They want to know how to make $320,000 a year in the Zenoa business. And I sent them a message back. It's like, man, I'm not going to answer it that way. I want to have a call. Why? Because you want to talk to somebody that wants to make that kind of money, because that's rare. That's an indicator of people that really want to do something with the business. Because if you're, spare time in your spare time, this business is 45th on your priority list, you're probably not thinking about making $20 or $25 or $30,000 a month. But if you are, it's probably right up there with breathing and water in terms of your priorities. It's something that you really want to do. So in any case, don't miss events. Meet one new person physically every day. Stick your hand out. Get in the habit of sticking your hand out. Hi, my name is Brad. What's your name? Doesn't have to go any further than that. If it does, great. You'll find there are techniques as far as how to start conversations. If you talk to people and ask people enough questions, eventually they'll tell you what their problems are, what you can, they'll give you something that you can help them solve whatever problem they have. Find 5 people on social media, all right? Find some people on social media that have your common interests, things that you like to do. Maybe it's skiing or boating or RVing or camping, whatever it is. Find people and just reach out and make friends with them on social media. Number 6, comment on 2 posts on social media. Say something that's encouraging, or say something that is, compliments what they're doing. Make a respond to something that they put up, because people tend to like people that like them. If you want to have a friend, you got to be a friend. So go out and make comments and encourage people. Text or message 5 of your current friends, either congratulating or encourage them. Hey, I noticed that it's your birthday. Hey, congratulations, happy birthday. Or I noticed you got a new position. I like LinkedIn because it tells you who's having birthdays and who got promoted and who's having job anniversaries. And I always tend to reach out and just say, congratulations. Hey, saw that. That's great news. Hey, way to go, or whatever. Make a little comment. Go beyond just hitting the send button, okay? Write down the most important task you need to do today. What is it that you need to do today that's going to make a difference? And that'll be things that are important, not necessarily urgent, but important. Make sure you do the important things. I skipped number 9, which is probably the most important thing you could do today. That is present Zenoa to a prospect, somebody that's not in your business, either presenting the product or the business to somebody every single day. If you do that every day, watch out what happens. Then number 11, spend 10 dedicated minutes with each member of your family, because success is not just in the bank account. Success in life has more to do with relationships. You'll not lay on your deathbed and think, geez, I wish I would have spent more time at work. You're going to say, I wish I would have spent more time with the people that I love, the people that love me, and that's your family. So get those dedicated minutes where you turn everything off and look them in the eye and say, what are you doing today? What can I help you with? What can I encourage you about? Whatever it is, okay? Number 12, express gratitude. Have an attitude of gratitude, because you all have blessings and you want to just thank God for them, because it'd be heck without them, right? I mean, it's like the old saying that, I forgot how that, the old saying, I can't remember, the one that says that, you want something else until you get in those shoes, and then you find out that you really rather be back where you were. I forget how it goes, but you know what I'm talking about. But in any case, those are our daily dozen. Don't forget to do all those. So day 4, this is about calling them back. We've talked about some of the things in terms of getting your business started. You've sent those people your links, and now you need to get back. So your first goal is to get back with the 20 people on your list to try the products, hear the opportunity, keep following through and following up, because you're not going to just send a video and get a response. Send them another one, or call them and say, hey, I sent you a video. What'd you think? What'd you get out of it? Did it make any sense? Is there any interest? Whatever it is, something natural. And then your second goal is to get each one of those prospects to do a 3-way call with your leader. So that's your goals. That's what we're going to do today. That's what we're focused on. So again, the first goal is to get each of the 20 persons on your list to hear about the opportunity or try the products. And so number 1, call each one of them. Just call them up. If they didn't respond, call them. Hey, I sent you a video. Ask if they had a chance to watch the video you sent. Now, if you need help in any way with this, call your support team right now and ask them what they feel is the best way for you to proceed. So you can go through each one of the 20 people. Hey, one of my friends, his name is Joe, and here's how we know each other. I sent him, and he didn't send me any message back. Well, how should I do it? And get some coaching if that's what you need. But call each one of the 20. Don't let them slip through the cracks. These are your 20 best prospects probably. Now, chances are a lot of them have already talked to you. But again, I just want to remind you, your follow-up call, if they've watched the video, you're going to say, Bob, I see that you just watched the video. What interests you more, the products or the money? The video doesn't mention that. So they may say, the video didn't mention money. How's that work? And that's really what you're looking for, is somebody that responds that way. But if they want to know how it works, you're going to say, I don't have time right now, right this minute, but we need to set up a time for me to introduce you to my business partner. She can explain it to you. And so you tell them, edify your partner and try to get a time, at least maybe even a couple of times, when you can set up a three-way call. Boy, you got to meet my business partner, Kitty. She's amazing. She makes amazing amounts of income. She's built networks all over the world. And not to mention, she's just a great person. I really enjoy being with her. You're going to really enjoy talking to her. I know she's not going to have a lot of time, but if we could just get 5 or 10 minutes of her time, I think it'll be to your benefit. So you're setting that up. Remember, you don't have to be the expert. You have experts at your disposal. Your job is to bring them together, okay? You know somebody, and somebody you know has information that's going to help the person you know, and you want to put them together. That's what you get paid for, is to help as many people do that as possible. Now, your second goal, we said, is to get each of your prospects to do that three-way call with your leader. Remember? So, Bob, I don't have time right now. And I'm going to repeat these things over and over and over again, because it's the same thing you say over and over again. I should be able to, you should practice this and do this so much that if I woke you up in the middle of the night in the dead of sleep, you say, Bob, I don't have time right now, but I need to set up time for you to introduce my business partner and she can explain it to you, or he can explain it to you, whatever it is. I mean, you ought to just let that thing roll off your tongue so easily that every time you meet somebody, that's your response. I mean, it gets so bad, your spouse or your partner could say to you, hey, what's for dinner? You say, I don't have time right now this minute, but we need to set up oh yeah, right, that's right. What's for dinner? Meatloaf. Okay, or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Okay, success is not as difficult as you think. You see, successful people do monotonous things that work over and over and over and over, and they don't get bored with it. And they deliver it like it's the first time they've ever said it every time they say it, okay? But understand, you don't need to make up new stuff. It's all been done. This is a 4-lane highway that's already been paved, and all you got to do is get your vehicle out on that highway and put the gas on the your foot on that right pedal, that little skinny one, push down that little gas pedal and give it some gas and see what happens, all right? We'll figure out how to change lanes and do all that other stuff as we go, but just get on the highway and put it in B for boogie, okay? So you're trying to set up that call. I keep repeating that, but that's all you're trying to do. Now, before we end today, as in every day, what's your Zenoa, all right? Because again, why are you gonna do this? And by now you've got stuff pasted up, maybe in your bathroom or on your steering wheel or maybe on the ceiling above your bed, things that you're looking at, okay? Because if you've done the assignments and you haven't gone on without doing them, you got all those things. Your screensaver is something. It's a yacht you want, or it's something that represents freedom. Maybe it's a picture of you and your spouse or your partner, or maybe it's just you sitting on a beach looking out at the water. I don't know what it is that represents your Zenoa, but you should be looking at it. You should be thinking about it every day. You should be saying, what did I do today? Before you go to bed, this is always a good idea. Before you go to bed, ask yourself, what did I do today that's going to get me closer to my Zenoa? Now, I can give you a hint. If you showed the business opportunity to somebody, that's probably the most important thing you could have possibly done to get you closer to your Zenoa. Second to that would be to share a product with someone, for the fact that they may become a customer, and customers a lot of times become affiliates, okay? So what's today's assignment? Practice the follow-up phone call with someone in your upline or your support team, and then follow up with the people that watch the prospecting video, okay? See you tomorrow. You're doing great. Again, remember, the affiliate that shares it the most wins. And every lesson ends with that, because it's all just numbers, guys. Okay, talk to you soon. See you tomorrow.